Hi, everyone. Metaphysical Mama. I already had jumpers as soon as I hit record. Oh, we got. I showed you before I could see. I can't see that one. Attracting, not chasing, and face your financial fears. So, and I just a few popped out right before I um, hit record too. I was actually munching on a piece of really, 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 really yummy natural rye bread. Just plain. It's so good. It's like I could just eat it just like that with my tea. I needed something healthy in my belly, so I had a little energy. And I went outside and took a little walk this morning. Just a brief one though. I want to get back out there. I might make another video outside. But because the cards that just popped out, I was like, oh, I just have to hit record right now. So that's what I'm doing. So to begin with okay, first of all, the four that popped out was clean energy, food, and I was giggling because I was just shoveling down. I almost hit record while I was eating it, but I figured I'd save you seeing me chewing for the moment. So when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, and now organic doesn't, that's a little bit controversial these days, but as far as like everything, all the chemical, a lot of the soil, it's like isn't organic. So then really the plants can't be because that's where they get the nutrients from, the roots, right? The under. And they reach up toward the sun like we are. um, so yeah, what we think, right? We can hold on to these thoughts and concepts and we think we're doing something good, which we are, just with um at the same time, right? Just to have discernment because it's really just about balance. So it's like, okay, I am trying to do good, eat good, have good thoughts, clear my head of, stinking thinking, right? Allow my energy in motion, my emotions, my feelings to rise up and acknowledge them. I'll have to call them back, but it's really funny that literally it's Murphy's Law. My phone will be silent all day or no knock at whatever. And right, it's like as soon as I matrix. Well, it's just synchronicity, right? Coinciding. Or it's like well, see, I was just talking about the bread, and that person that just had given me that bread is who just called, right? So that's kind of a quantum, right, example, so to speak. That was kind of perfect, actually. Thank you. Call you back. Okay. So you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. Yeah, absolutely. Because when our body's not having to work so hard to process, right? The gut is a whole separate nervous system. Okay. Than the body. The body has a separate nervous system than the gut, right? Where the solar plexus is. And the solar plexus communicates with the crown chakra, just like the brain connects with the stomach, right? And we can get gut feelings, or right, we have a stomach ache, so where we feel something in our gut. Yesterday, I had a really awful, my stomach was awful yesterday. Was today? May 5th, it was yesterday, so Cinco de Mayo. Maybe because a lot of people were partying. Well, and plus we're cleaning out the pipelines, right? Like, so the gastral, and then Saturn and Jupiter, gas planets, and so right, as above, so below, so within, so without. The universe is inside of you, like a big jump rope or a big you around you. Right? What's in your cup? So we want to keep our energy field, our vessel, our mind, our emotional body, because that's also separate. The emotional body creates the Taurus field, comes from the Taurus field from the center of the earth, which is magnetic iron, nickel, magnetic core, aluminum, right? And then around that is like volcanic magma, which from the core we shoot out our electromagnetic sphere, which creates a torus field. It gets like a fountain higher, right? Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Freak out. Um, I stepped out of the picture for a hot sec because this is right. This is a Taurus field, right? And we're in the month of Taurus. But the Taurus field is spelled, right? Spelled, the curse, the spells, spelled differently than the constellation Taurus. And the constellation Taurus is like the concept cloud, right? The thought form where all were where souls were born. And that's why then those that have Taurus in your chart, that's in your natal chart, your zodiacal form of Taurus that you carry, your earthly body. So earth and the ocean, Oceana, create the Taurus field, right? The land, material form, right? Material is of Satan, right? So the land, the form of, but that come from the void, right? Magnetic electro universe is, right? Because we come from it has to come from the actual void, and then a thought creates, right, positive and negative charges. So magnetic, and everything has to have an equal opposite. So if we have a positive thought, there's going to be a negative on the other side, whether we see it or not. If we have a negative thought, there has to be a positive to, right, balance those two. So we have to do that balancing, right? Be the pillar in the middle, planet X or Allah, 5-pointed star, arm, leg, arm, head. 3 tiers, right? Head or forehead, shoulders, knees and toes, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That balances your chakra system. If you sing that, right, it's called the scale. So to balance our scales, there's a lot of, sorry, my tea's making water for my tea. It's a little bubbly sounding in the background there. Everything's bubbles. So, it's a process that we're all going through. And again, a lot of these V words, right? If I'm a V, like I have Y chromosome with a big line down, right? Actually, to the peace sign, or the peace sign, they had flipped, right? And the other inverted to bring, just like the cross, to bring the energy down, right? Because most fights are over, right? Electric resources, right? And there's a lot happening around the earth. It's right. So how people are behaving is affecting. So, right, when people cast stones or cast out lines, right? Jesus is a fisher of men. careful of the lines, right? Like Nemo or whatever. It's like stay away from the lure, stay away from what's shiny and flashy. Um, um, I love this thing. Watch what else it does. Yeah, so we just want to, again, binary star system, two star turns into like two spheres, right? I'm gonna do a whole lesson on this. Many. Oh, quantum necklace got stuck in there. Let's see if I can actually. So yeah, and when we yeah. Sorry, I'm channeling and I got distracted. So see, right, got bumped off my frequency there. Spirit radio. Oh, the reason I titled that this too. Well, I was guided to title that this, but like, yeah, Dolphin. Well, I was introduced to some a beautiful gentle man of a being, divine being today, and we had a really beautiful conversation about quite many things, right? Metaphysics. So it's like I can't even. That took me so long. Um. So yeah, we had quite a lot of good conversations, and so I was getting like great channel download like after I right when two meet because we're right or driving our vimanas and we're in our now and present moment. So then we are gifted with, we're able to receive. We don't have to have such a energy of anxiety because we're living by that false law of give and take and fear, which is F everything and run, or forget everything and run, or false evidence appearing real, right? Israel, 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 and Israel, right? Breaking things down into more simple form and playing with the vibration, the sound that creates the form. Right? Eve represents the circle, the daughter, right? That comes from the void where consciousness is created by recognition that it's but before we get to point A or O or B or C or D or E or F or G or H, we have to start from so many say we can't get something out of nothing. However, creation was created. How do you create? So in a moment, you come from a blank spot, right? Blank slate. This can represent the void, right? Could be a square. Can you clear your mind, right? To know thing, right? To this. Where when you feel a feeling arise or a thought that's trying to go, right? Connect with another magnet, bounce around in chaotic form. Pong, 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 pong. So I'm beings throw out a narrative, rolling the dice. Let's roll them. Just to see what one can see. So they mix a little story with some truth. right? Whole story with some truth, because to be believable, something that's it has to be mixed with something grafted. They keep using the word inoculated. I'm like, do you know what that word means? Lots of V's, lots of lines. What about the C? What about the curve? The spiral? The void? Oh, I see. Right? So this is super metaphysics again, right? Sirius Spirit Radio. Um, so always channeling. I am. I am Sam. No, I'm just kidding. And no, I don't like green eggs and ham. Teasing. Right. So also, right, pendulum swings. This is what I wanted to show you before. So the really cool. Work with me. What's going on here? Doesn't want to go that way. Usually. Isn't that fun? Maybe I'm not I need a it's not working on my I don't know what that means metaphysically, what's happening right now. Like usually it spirals up and down. I'm trying to anyhow. So here, yeah, well here. This is so when the pendulum swings, it should be spinning on down. And then it goes the counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, pioneer, counterclockwise, clockwise. Oh, not working well with me. Maybe I need to clean it somehow. It feels a little sticky. So it's a sticky sphere. That says something too, right? Oil can. We need to spray wash. Don't rub it. Spray wash it. Maybe a little hot water, maybe a little vinegar, a little alkaline. We'll be just fine. Oil can. All right. Anyhow, I digressed. So yeah, clean energy, clean food, clean energy. We create free energy by cleaning ourselves up, cleaning up our shit, making sure our side of the street is clean, that we're coming from a balanced position of unconditional love. Meaning, I don't have to allow myself to get so upset about any other person, place, or thing, or what's being right tossed out to the media, right? Snakes and ladders. So people climb up and down and all horizontal and all around, chasing snakes or running from snake, right? So I don't want to make this too long. I want to have a nice little short and sweet one. So yeah, eating correct, and it gives us the ability to focus, and it really does. Our brains and our bodies it's like being a stuffed doll, rag doll. So we eat so much processed shit that our body's like, what is this? And then we malfunction. We wonder why we have that V word, the virus, that is just again, it's like, is your body running with all cylinders, running nice and smooth? Your spheres, your chakras, your Kabbalah, which is like your Merkaba, right? Your ship, your vessel. There's points, there's meridian points, and right, all these different. Like, why do you go to a said doctor, right? To right, get to know thyself in a deeper internal manner, right? And again, sound, the void is what creates, right? The sound, tears of a clown. So we could be clowns and keep walking around with masks and like acting like, acting like, act. Yeah, have a cigar. Actually, where is mine? Mm-hmm. Hey, dear boy, can I have a cigar? So yeah, which I think soon I may be able to slow down. I'm getting little missy messages from the ancestors. So there's always a time, a season for whatever is true to, right? Your specific tree of life, your vine. What time is it for you right now? I think about that, right? You're here with me, right? In this present now moment, which is a beautiful thing. And thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you to share it with me and for me to be able to share with you because spirit trusts what's coming through. And I'm honored just to be that vessel for the information to pass through as messy or as clearly or to whom, right? In the natural now moment. It's 3:06 as I said that. Ooh, all up in the mix. Nature and science. And what? So many everything. It's like everything and no thing, right? Gnosis. So how creation is created and how we do our part in that and whether or not, right? The weather depends. Anybody got a diaper? Some depends for my like you can't save your ass and your face at the same time. Have you ever heard that expression? It depends. Sorry. ah, speaking it depends. Stop it right now. Uranus and Sagittarius and the 10th house. So sorry. Yeah, Uranus and Sag in the 10th house. Well, Uranus and Sag. 10th house. That was the roll of our dice. So if you want to research what that, maybe look that up. If that means anything to you, whether I have it right with Uranian energy, Uranus. I just was talking about the Uranian aspects, which can, right? Again, what comes out of the Uranus, one-eyed back there. So another nervous system, right? Um, my father My father's a plumber, and he has always said to me growing up that opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So our opinions and our feelings and the thoughts that we attach ourselves to, not that they aren't important. We just have to have better awareness of what energy we're allowing to take control of our mind, body, soul, spirit, right? Vessel, what we're eating and drinking, how we're talking, right? How we're going about our day to day moment from, yeah, one moment to the next. What are we carrying with us? What are we not allowing, right? Room for change. And I myself, we all have different where we get, it's like, we fear. So when we fear, our feelings come up, Mercury gets risen and the emotional body. So, right, that's like Adam and Eve chaotic thinking, right? And the madmen, they go off and running off to the races. So we just want to bring that energy back in, right? Bring our pieces that we just ejaculated all over the place. Allow those to come back home. It's like, come on home, ring the dinner bell. That wasn't the most. Ring the bell. The earth sounds like a bell. The moon sounds like a bell. Keep ringing, and things just keep growing. So it's our job to, right, be a little more present in our now. What time is it? No, because what time it is that I'm recording this, and by the time the next person see, right, all of our time is always to the individual. Like we're always out to see what we can see, right, over the seas of change, changes. Time to make a change, changes. um, so I already think I'm ignoring them. Well, I am presently just for another moment. Um, oh, also yesterday some bats flew over my head during the day too. It was like rainy and overcast yesterday, and today I pulled the bat card. Lots of bat energy, and they sounded so cool. And underneath at the bottom of the deck, the dog, my shepherd. I've had shepherds my whole life, or mixed with wolf. My first dog was wolf and shepherd, and his name was Boo, and he protected me. And I had a German shepherd named Zeus, and I had another German shepherd named Aries. What are my babies? Whale, the whale's tail wanted to also make an appearance. 311 as I said that, and it flipped to 312, like as I was sailing him off the screen there. That's funny. Ocean, land, and the dog in this card too. He has the green and blue little, like a little shaman dog. He's like, I got you, mom. Where my dog's at? Wolves travel in packs. Mm, stop it. Can you hold on? I just said that and I had no idea that I said wolves travel in packs. And my pop-pop's name literally was Wolfram. Wolf. Oh, werewolves in London. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that's why the whole rest of the deck just slipped out of my hand because Ursa, that's her husband. That's Wolf's wife, and it's 313 as I'm saying that. The wolf and the bear. Close your eyes, don't stare. Beware. Make sure you care. And actually, my uncle that passed away reminds me of the elk. Passed on, passed over, passed to a different realm presently. I'm gonna allow whatever's supposed to present itself naturally to do so because I'm excited about whatever's gonna happen next. Next. Woo woo. That's how you do. Keep that movement moving like that. Choo choo. It's like don't let any negativity, don't let that shit get stuck in you. Choo choo. It's like move out. Move out. Shit be gone. Bitch be gone. Be gone. So my uncle Roger, who has passed, but he live on hardcore in my heart, is also elk. So I just had a lot of ancestors pop out at me in front of you, and that was just like very mind blowing. And I was like, they're with me all the time, I feel, and but sometimes they pop out very more predominantly. Predominantly. Whoa. And it just kind of blew me out a little. Hold up. Yeah. Uh, that was why too. That was my Uncle Raj. Free Bird. And if you do not know the song Free Bird by Leonard Skinnerd. Lynrd. Skinnerd. Skynrd. Leonard Skinnerd. Freebird. Or Simple Man. Please listen to those songs. I know. I can't believe I've met people that I'm like, yo, music is the magical healer, magical medicine, magicians, hello. So either we're in Havab or, and it's okay to be in whatever vibe you in, but know you can change it. That's most important. Man, 10. Wow. Um, picture up there with a few others. So, ooh, the sky's falling. Oh, we got links. We linking it up. And I'm in Connecticut. I always laugh at that word too. It's like we're connecting, masculine, feminine, connecting, plugging in, and we're also cutting, right? Fusing, untangling, quantum entanglement. There's so many things going on. So important you don't get dragged, picked up by, some fisherman. The grouse. Stay out my house. Mouse. Three blind mice. Also, most important. So, moonlighting, as I was saying before, right? Uranus, where the sun don't shine. We're going to break the crack of dawn. By using words of abundance. Your health is your wealth. Detox your friendships. You're a ship. I am a living body of water. That's your body of water. I respect your body of water. You are love. Say, I am love. I have clarity. I have balance. I am able in this now moment to breathe. And let the energy, really feel the energy travel through and have your feet, if you can, be barefoot. Be a barefoot bitch. Connect, right? Wiggle your toes around. We walk around all tight. Look at, if we're walking around like this, that's like, all right, a stick is very breakable if it's dry. This is my little, I was gifted this stick by Mother Nature. It's like it was like right in front of me in front of my feet one day, and I was like, "That's like the most perfect stick," and it was like, "It's yours." Spirits were like telling me, right? So I got it's like my Moses stick, really. I can't even. Can you believe it? I love this fucking branch. Very like, oh, the energy in it too is like it's my shaman stick. So, and I have these pretty little Christmas lights attached to it. But so yeah, detoxing your friendships. Connect with Mother Nature. Connect with your universe inside of you. Connect with, right, spirit. Find your balancing point, your buoyancy point, right? Something's off balance, We need to have all systems, right? All systems a go. You can't, right? You got to pass your car through inspections, right? So same kind of shit. Again, relate it to something, right? All is relative. So it's however you can relate, right? Einstein and Tesla, to me, well, both are great. Alternate current, direct current. Well, both have necessary, both are good, right? We can apply to different, right? So instead of fighting over all these different things and trying to undermine, it's like I'm not quite sure. That's so immature. It really, it's just so, right, mind-boggling. I don't know. It's just, and then to watch everybody run around in such fear for no reason because they're listening to people arguing about having a pissing contest that's been going on since I don't fucking know how long, but it's old, right? It's the same old story, same old song and dance. Are my lights working? It's too bright to see the light. It's too bright, blinded by the light. So, or what? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Words of abundance. So, wait, let me read this. Let's see what this says. So, moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part time while keeping your other job, right? Yeah, don't feel because like right now I've had to, it's like a lot of us, right? We'll say like ascended masters or whoever, like pi, like so there's so many different. See, I don't like all the words, labels, names, whatever. It's like you guys did other things first before me, and I got to write what I don't know. There's a big bee right buzzing at my window. Why is every time I do a hi bee? I'm getting a little more better. That was a bumblebee though. I'm not as I don't mind them as much. um uh um I don't know what the hell is oh part-time. Yeah, job. Right, yeah. Having a job and getting paid, okay, is a lot different than um right. We're always working. Your body's always working, right? I hope so. Otherwise, you're really dead. It's like otherwise you're not what? So our body's always working, even when we're sleeping. So what you do with your body, what you choose to do with your time and your energy, right? That's your free will. What you're using that time and energy for. So like when people keep right again, like oh, running around in a circle, which we had to do for a while, right? To there's so many different reasons, right? So that's why as we're coming out of that stage of our lives and growing into a new, right? A-N-U, a new baby blue. Is the sky really blue? Or do we perceive it that way because the sun bounces off the water and reflects back off to the sky and it shows it to us in a bluish tint because that's one of the final color of the rainbow. Is the sky blue or does it appear blue with my upside down eyes that are in an upside down tree brain in my head from my perceptional view? From my perspective, oh, stop it. See? I'm like, I don't know why I titled the title before I'm doing this, right? So I'm just serious. It's serious. ABC, ABNC, the dolphins. How do they speak to me? How do dolphins communicate? And the bats, right? Sonar, radar. Has some Lyra showing up too with the links, right? So all the lots of ancient oh boy. Salmon. They swim upstream, right, against the current to and they actually hope to get, right, eaten by the bear so that they're able to, right, evolve into a higher being. Otherwise they, right, get reincarnated into another salmon or just right the water. Depends. I got the wolf dog, Aries, Zeus, and Boo. Those were my doggies' names. And I had Mojo too, and Jasmine, but they weren't shepherds. So I had Black Dog Mojo. This Mojo rising. Okay, so yeah, I was saying, okay, so if you have a job right now, I'm not like, because a lot of people think like as people as you start to awaken, right, spiritually or connect, right, sometimes then, right, our we call say, see, we start to say 3D, our human life, our 3D life, our etc. It starts to become more obsolete. It's not that, not in that way though. That's why, like, right, Jesus, like I said, in this world, not of it, right? Um, because you start to become more, you're able again to be that pillar. So you become the eye of the storm. You're able to, right, have more multi multiple views from one standing point by remaining still and allowing things to come to you, being the receiver, and then discarding and letting go and transmuting energy and etc. So that's why there's like, right, so many hands of the, right, goddess and whatever, because we're like, wow, yeah, yeah. But it's really shamanism, like Tai Chi, or like however, right, you're using energy, how you're able to, right, go with the energy in that now moment. So right, and then bring you back to so lots of cards keep dropping. Oh, and when dolphins are around, they're like, they let you know when the sharks are around, when they work with us. So no, we're star beings, not just human. We're multidimensional light beings, which let there be light means suns, stars, right? From Venus and from Mars. And here on Earth, we have the sun and the moon that go up and down and rotate. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Foghorn Leghorn. I'll say. Okay. See how they mess with me. Welcome to Radio Spirit Society, the Nut House frequency. Turn me into the nutty squirrel girl. So, a metaphysical mama. My name's also Sarah. And I'm a lot of other things too, right? We got lots of names, don't you? So, I got mom. How many titles have I carried in different jobs? Again, going back to the jobs. Um, you know, working, right? And faith without works is dead, and work without faith is dead. So I have to constantly be working on, right? I got to brush my teeth. I got to wash my hair. Or if I do, I'm not going to do that. I don't that often, honestly. That's even changed. Your body really goes through a lot of changes and transitional states. It's like being pregnant or, right, sick, like with a virus. So while your body is shifting and changing, because I said in 2016, I remember like saying to my mother, like, I was like, my DNA is upgrading, something's going on. Da, 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 da. There's like all this stuff was happening, and I didn't, and since then, I don't really talk to my mom so much. um, and then look at this. It's like what, 5 years later, and now they're talking about the V word, and I'm like, this is like and so it's not that we don't have respect and consideration, because we absolutely do. We want to be there for you that are carrying the right false evidence appearing real, or fuck everything and run and go get a shot so you can go on vacation, another V word, and have some more shots. Yeah, or are you waiting to get shot? I shot the sheriff, right? Cowboys and cowboy. Anybody got a sheriff? Joe, a deer, a female deer. So yeah, watch out for them foxes. The police, and not them. I'm not saying, right, police. So now I'm not talking about just, okay. We all wear different uniform, right? It depends. Like right now, I'm wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt. If I'm catering, I'm gonna have white and blacks on and have more and have my hair in a bun way out of the way. I'm gonna make sure that I don't have any nail polish on, etc. If I'm doing a culinary, if I'm cooking or doing some kind of culinary anything. If I am right, a nursery school teacher or doing something, I'm gonna be pretty much like this. Stuff stuck to my foot. Snake with her eggs, sitting on the floor with the kids or whoever, and getting right down on the floor with wherever, whatever level I have to get to play. I hope you can still hear me. Oh, I love this. I'm sitting on my grounding mat. Oh, I love this mat. It really it like calms the electro or electromagnetic. And yeah, magnet comes before electricity. So even in science community, we see a lot of that. We say electromagnetic because the electricity, right, is attracted to the magnet, but the magnet, right, it would come from the stillness before there's chaotic activity, right, where there's, right, these balls were made for bouncing. All right, that's some quantums. All right, so there's so many different you know, metaphysical things going on at all times, right? The things that we, like I said, the things we're feeling and experiencing in every moment. While there's wild boars running all over, like, wee. Sorry. That was funny. That, you know what, this morning too, I was watching like an animal show, so that's freaking hysterical. And they had the wild boar. It wasn't a wild boar. It was Timon and Pumbaa. It was Timon and Pumbaa. I forget which one's which. Pumbaa's right. Is he a wild pig or what? He gets mad when you call him the wrong word. But I don't think I've ever seen them like live a lot, like before, like not cartoon and platoons. The moon, Alice. um, but they had them and they had their little babies with them, and I was like, and they had these like long hairs coming like off their ears, like these little curls. I was like, I would absolutely, it's 333. Love to have one. Like if I want I want so badly. And those who I'm looking to find, I want to create high vibration and nutrition to, right? Feeding, going back to the card, where'd it go? Turtle, tortoise, turtle, turtle wins the race. Eating healthy, having healthy thoughts, creating that in our environment for our children. If the adults are running around having fear, forcing kids to, okay, wear masks and like carry all, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Which yesterday, it was witches, wacky witch Wednesday. Which witch is which? Who's the witch here? Who are you trying to switch around and dictate, right? And that's where I go back to the sorry police officers, because policing, right? When anybody can be a police officer, be policing, police, right? Come from an emotion that overrid you, right? The emotion overrided my balancing system. So now I'm up here with a big ego thinking, so I'm overseeing. So energetically is what I'm speaking of, not so, because I could dress up like whatever is what I was saying before. I could wear any costume depending on what it is I'm doing in that current moment, right? And how I feel. I may not have feel like we're in black tomorrow, right? Or my matter. Who's seeing them besides me or my right, my sacred partner, right? Or and again, if I'm like out and whatever, I'm not about hiding in that man. It's like, but there's no maturity with about what is natural. So being that nobody's able to be natural, it's not like, oh, everybody should walk around right different between being comfortable in who you are in your own skin and not being able to walk around without covering up on some level because people just like to see you naked and think about you in other ways from within themselves. That then is right. That's like where we get into creepy crawly, ew, the creepy man. That's like that energy, right? So that energy is seen and felt by us. Those of you that don't have belief in, say, spirituality and the supernatural, it's like, well, we were created before five senses of two physical beings decide, right? Creation was here. What made Howard appear? What about all the ancient building site and how we build now isn't so? Wait, what are you talking about? It's like we're listening. Speak up, Sonny. World, we can't hear you. This ancient, I'm just, the ancients love to they love to joke and tease, like how what just came out of me. So cool, a Vermont truck's going in. I love Vermont. Dolphin. So dolphin tails from Sirius. So think of the words we use. Yeah, right. We want to allow words of abundance, semantics, right? The words that we believe and the words that we say and throw out and think on a daily basis, night and day, profit and loss. What's in your wallet? The reconcilers here. All the accountants are here reconciling the accounts so that we have proper balance in our sheets when we turn them into the Most High. Right? So I said water is always recording. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing with your free will powerful positive words. I always describe your own and the world's an economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. Right. So when we're like, I'm not gonna be able to do it, or I have to do this to get that, or da 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 da, that's a feeling of lack. And I do it too, but we want to stop that. That's one that we want to cut. No more of that feeling of lack, because there's no such thing. Ring, ring. And there is, if we feel that we're not going to have enough, and then we blah blah blah. Well, now we just had a negative thought, and then we went with it. So then we thought we had to go get from Peter to go rob Paul to go pray to Mary. And now we're like, oh God, why have you forsaken me? But all we had to do was say, no, 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 no. I am abundant. I am love. I am in the right here in this now and present moment. And I am going to breathe. Breathe with me. And this is how we birth the new earth, right? You're in your earthly body. So your earthly matters, right? My earthly matters. I've had to put, oh shit, everything aside. Everything got taken from me. like how the cards always fall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, forget it. Stuck in a hole. I want to fly. So yeah. But the goal is to not get stuck too long. So we go through our shit. We gotta go through our shit. You gotta go through the shit. You gotta go through our shit. We gotta go through our shit. Skeletons in the closet, right? So we have to go through our shit in order to be able to spiral in all directions and claim our sovereignty. But you can only do that if you do the work. So you can still have a job, right? And slowly allow the moon inside of you to commune with you, because that's Holy Spirit. It's like, how do you feel at night? The cycles of the moon, right? It's like, ah. So the sun goes up and down, and the moon goes through cycles, right? Round and round. So it fills up and then it empties out. And right, we have a new moon. And so a little different than, right? And then the stars. How many stars are out at night? Can you count them? Abraham. Confidence is key to your success. I think these were from yesterday. I did not shuffle, so, but I was just showing for the reference to the cycles of the moon, which is the lunar calendar, which again is different than the solar, right? So the moon is inside of you, and I keep losing. Oh, I'm holding it. So anyway, the moon is inside of you. So when we go into our deep, darkest spots, it goes down under. Right. So, and it works with, right, the gravity of the water, right? So it's like the divine mother, and Eve is like Oceana, the salt water, right? The Oceana, Dead Man Sea, the ocean, and the land that represent our earth. And then the earth's core, right? Iron, nickel, it's like, and it's like we're the swastika. Right? And they have me dancing around like a flying monkey. I have no problem being a monkey. I fucking love monkeys. People have some issues. It's like, connect with your spirit animals and stop letting other human, other man, stop letting other man dudes, stop letting other beings fucking dictate your free. You're like, well, now you just turned into the devil and went running off to fucking China to go freaking what? Kill the hoodoo doo doo? What? It's like, okay, well, we'll just, who got tea? And please, some herbs. I like my herbs. We'll just wait. We'll be here. Why you go run around? And we all have our moments in time where we're that guy. We all do it. And we all can be looked at as that guy depending on who the hell's judging from what place, right? From what perspective, right? So if it's unknown to you, or if if you're unknown to me, or if I'm unknown to you, right, then how can, and then we just hear about something somebody said, like, oh, did you hear about whatever, then what they said, and we're like, oh, what, huh? So now we have, right, a feeling, a judgment, an opinion. So now we're a patriot. So then that makes us a patriarch, because we must know what we're talking about, because we heard it from Jack, Peter, and Bob. It's true. It happened. Yeah. A monkey and a zebra. Hmm. What about you? What's in your zoo? What's in your cup? Ah. So, this is my life. It gets wild in here. I'm a wild, wild one. Watch out. And you know what's even more fucked up? I cannot grow live things like plants. I'm an awesome mother as far as like, I mean, I love my daughters and my daughters love me. And that's what's most important to me. So if that's not what represents like mother, I will, like, yeah. I mean, I don't have no money right now. I don't have things that I can, so I can provide because lots of right beings, right, like to play cards and gamble a lot and then, right, give and then take, but they do it like in A and B and C. Oh, I don't, yeah, I don't, where? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Cut! Isn't that what they say? Film, cut! 3, 2, 1, action! Welcome to I'm not church suicidal. We'll have a sermon and a wonderful recital. Before I go on, there's something I must mention. A special message I must bring to your attention. I was in meditation and prayer last night. I was awoken by a shining bright light. Overhead, a glorious spirit. It gave me a message, and you all need to hear it. Said, send me your money. That's an old song. And it's like, our music tells our stories, you know. Same old story, same old song and dance. So, when people put paper over people, that's on the paper. I saw it in the paper. I saw it on the big screen. Did you? You saw it on the moon? Which station? Which one? Or did you see it on the black mirror? On the black box? Or it's like addicted to static. They'll get what? I know. Oh, that tea is so good. Mm. Um, you know, we can all wear masks on occasion, yeah. Just depends. Depends. Which mask are you hiding behind in this devil's masquerade ball? Shiny disco balls. So yeah, sorry. Boy, I don't know. I got some uranium mercurial. I don't mind. I'm a goofball anyhow, like I said. I'll be the nutty squirrel girl all day. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Miss Piggy. Oh, yeah, that was like, what, 23 years ago? 22, 23 years ago now? 'Cause I know I was pregnant with my first daughter. And this morning, I don't know about any, but I had a lot of, I had lots of tears today. Um, I've lost many, right? Throughout time or heard it through the grapevine. So they're always still there to me. I don't know. I didn't see. But yeah, today was an interesting day. I was listening to a lot of reggae this morning. Mhm. Um, That's some soul music. And anyhow, but yeah, one of the being people that played, because I was listening to like random people that were like playing that travel around and kind of play in the streets. And I think I had something on my face there. That's awesome. um, so his name was what, Frederick Kundelson or something like that. He was really good. But he looked like someone from my one of my first like love. And you know, anyhow, I'm not, well, I'm like, should I not get? I don't want a whole Salem truck driving by. Okay, I'll talk about it. I mean, I don't have a problem talking about it. Um, I just respect my own sacred knowledge and place. So for now, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. But people that we've had close to us have passed, right? And so there's still a lot of unresolved answers to many of those things. And some of them aren't, because this particular one I'm speaking, it was, a murder. Um, and they know who did it and stuff, but it was like young kids. And again, it's kind of like now, I guess I am going to talk about it, huh? Thanks, Uranus. Mercury. I said one thing and they like, see, okay, oh, they're so cute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay, they bring me up so I can like see, and then I bring it back down so I'm able to try to share with you, but it's so hard to verbally do because it's like I'm seeing like in a like remote view, right? Metaphysically. So so it's not like a solid, you don't stay in that place and like peer. Eh? Um, it's more fluid, be like water. So you allow information to be transmitted, be the receiver, so it can flow right through you like water, like radio. But also you want to protect your right electromagnetic field, magnetic, electric. Oh, that's harder to say. That's why. I don't think there's an offense like on that. It's just harder to, just a harder frequency to spit out of the mouth there. Magnetic electronic molecular structure. Wow, that's really tricky to say. So anyway, bye. I never use that word, so I was joking. No, joking, not Joe, the king. Joking around. That's how they do too. So you got to be right wiser than the snail because they'll suck you up. But if you make them laugh, you have time to slip away there. You know what I'm saying, Shani? And just allow time and space for them to get back into their own space and place. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, okay. It's like when a kid's having a temper tantrum, I walk away. It's like if I've already gone through steps A, B, and C, and before I'm gonna get like great, and they're just not, it's like, okay, if I'm aware there's no calming this person down except for leaving them alone at that moment, right? We bow out gracefully. Or you say, it's like, I'll be right back. So it's not we're lying to be right. No, we're removing ourselves from volatile energy or etc. Right? That's not making us feel good. I feel at dis-ease right now. So I'm gonna remove myself from that environment or person, place, or thing, those that are making my waters, my electrical energy bounce around in my magnetic field. It's making it not feel good. I don't like it. So I have every right without consequences, to protect my peace of mind and my body of water and all that extends from it, which is a lot. So when others are affecting that, which is a lot of the time, right? How about you? How you feeling right about now? Right. So it's important. I'm using these words. So we have awareness, bringing awareness, right? In a playful manner to our vibratory frequency fields. I need to smoke. Whew. And if I can find them, I'll be minding my books. Or I'm really losing it today. Before I was holding the card looking for it. I was just looking for these. They were in my pocket. The other day I was looking at the dice and remember I said I was like, oh, 5, and it was a 1 or vice versa something. So yeah. And the flip flop, seeing one thing but saying the opposite, or blah blah blah. Or do you ever feel like that? Going back to the moon, it's like I feel this way, but then when stuff comes out my mouth, it's like that's so not how I was feeling in here. Like, what the hell was that? Why did I just say that? Right? Mm. Or we feel a certain way, and then we find out other people see us in a whole different light, right? That's our rising sign or our ascending sign. Same thing. It's just called two different things, like many other things. Lots of names, lots of different, right, meanings to lots of different words, and lots of different things can be called lots of different names and all be meaning the same thing. hmm. 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 So this is starting to get long. It's 1 hour and 11 minutes in though. And 12 now. It just flipped. A lot of right at the flip. See, right at the flip. Everything keeps happening right at the flip. So exciting. And I keep seeing it just like a little valve because it's just like a flip, 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 flip. It's not like, where are you, Penny? See a penny, pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck. Um, a penny also is a conductor of electricity. Well, it was when it was made of copper. I don't know what they're made of now, but copper conducts electricity. So the magnetic energy that pops up, pop comes up through our vessel from the abyss, from the void, and creates right the current of. So then it's like when we wake up in the morning, that's from traveling energy and where an awakening. See different places of or these are different meridians. So where the energy right travels through us, which energies travel together, which can connect depending on which thoughts, feelings we're having, and then they go to other different right destinations, just like iCloud. You punch something up, or right, we have to save our pictures in the iCloud, right? Heaven, up in the cloud, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's just Mary Jane. Ain't a damn thing changed. Yeah, actually, well, at the darkest point, when it's a new blue. So it depends, right? Just like the sun, which hour of Horus we are into, which time, right? What time, what color is the sky? Sky blue or midnight blue, right? Like Gaia and Uranus. From the midnight, the midnight hour, right, and then into 3 a.m. And then after 3 a.m., that's when, like, after the witching hour over, then right in between that is when Mercury rise, sneaking up twilight. And then the sun comes up over the right, the dawn, crack of dawn, and then the sun coming up into the sun, right? And then we have the noon sun, and then we have evening sun, right? And that's when right Osiris gets put down into the underworld with right say Set and well Nephthys, because that's same as Earth. And so it looks like they're right and putting them under the ground, and then they rise up the next day. So then it's like, oh, and then the father gave a baby to May. Oh, okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, because then thought occurred at the bottom. When okay, well, oh, okay, oh, on second thought occurred, occurred. Ooh, mhm. Ooh, so yeah, they weren't kidding when they had me put this title up. See, sometimes I hesitate because I'm not sure what it's like well, I respect and honor. So it's not I hermit when I have to. And again, it's like, but I can get frizzle fried and or be very overwhelmed, right? Like, like father, um, feel very guilty if I don't get, or if I'm not help like because I want to see everybody okay. So it's like my energy, a mother's energy can, right? Mother will put all her fears into you. So I definitely try to not be that bitch. However, right, where our fears lie, they do. So, and then they make us fry, right? Frizzle fry. So we all have our different mannerisms and places where that right energy comes up and zaps us and turns us into a freak of nature, right? Or Jekyll and Hyde. We're like, no, I'm good, I'm good. I'm like, yeah, I would never. And they were like, why you da da da? It don't take much, right? So see how I came on? I was like, oh, I have 4 cards. I was gonna pull more, and then I was gonna read that one, and like, yeah, hey guy, yeah. Anyhow, man, like we make a plan in our head, and it's like, yeah, I'm good. China shipping just passed by. Cross still, the cross. I can't anymore. Okay, so I am very much. I just bit my tongue trying to do this. I don't know how. It's like, yeah, right. Fear of success, fear of yeah, right. Again, like I was just saying, right, having it right. We don't want to like foul. We don't want to fail. We don't want it's like, but I also, for me, I acknowledge that fear. I want to say because I really the gardens I plant are that's how it's more naturally raw. Um, this kind of garden, I'm grateful that we have right eaves and what have you. My gardener, like, because it's like, oh, because I try and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel awful. I This one is hanging out. This one's hanging on and such a trooper with me. It's a draconia plant, of course. So it's like pineapple and from draconia. So pineapple draconia. I love this plant. I'm like, this is my bitch. This is my kind of bitch. Durable. Other one, I mean, like literally, I've killed ivy. I've kept every. I'm like, oh gosh, I try and I have my friend Joe who I helped and him and like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It's like I'm like, oh goodness, it's like Joe Cephas. I don't know what you do. I'm like, and he's like ET. I could put a plant in there next to him, and it's like. So different beings have different energies that we carry, and some of us are like toxic to other things, right? Like I showed you a good one. This one's trying with me, but she's really had it. I mean, she's like on her. She's like, you have done messed up my due, but I'm still willing to work with you. Like, don't give me a pair of shears to shave your head because, or well, to cut your. I can braid hair to cut like. Yeah, it ends up being like military style buzz because I'm like, oh, it'll grow back. And this one I love. My little one gave this one to me. A cute little hedgehog, like Sonic. And this one is a dragon fruit. So this one's also been serving me well. I'm doing my best to slowly, like, right, enter that nursery. I'm right, the chef. To culinary school, personal trainer. These are just some of the different things I've done. I worked in some like marketing and promotions and stuff, so I have awareness in that too. I just wanted to show you one more thing because it's funny to me. My poinsettia, I love her. It's like the poisonous plants and those ones, they hang out. They're good with. They're like, yeah, yeah. The rest ones, and it's like for some reason, and it's like, and I'm not. And if anything, I'm more about natural. So I do smoke, but again, it's like American spirits, water and tobacco, the sacred. And I'm doing a lot of shaman work. So my energy, as you see, is a lot of transmutation. So a lot of the smoking of right, herb, marijuana, cannabis, which is from Canis major, Canis minor, right? For Cain's children, it's a soothing medicinal plant. And also for right there's different herbs and etc. and crystals and vibrations and sounds and tones and waters and sauna, jacuzzi, right? How many different waters can we right go in for healing? Sound therapy, light therapy. So these things are frequencies. Put some calm music on, silence. How long can you go without your phone? Keep the phone home, right? And we are all, right? Planet. People are plants. We're also planetary systems, right? You also have what the planetary systems are within you. So like with the spheres, as they line up, it's different vibrational sounds and tones that operate with your frequency. So like what those are inside of you are going to be different than me, etc. So that's right. How we keep our family trees, they're always connected, but they're also right different points of trajectory, different like and likes in different moments in time. Right? You don't have to stay here and watch me. You could be watching another channel or doing something else, or right, but you happen to be drawn here, right, by the moon. Our moons were gravitationally drawn toward one another to coexist and right coincide in this now and present moment, even if it's a different time for me than it is for you right now. The energy, the message, the growth, the seeds we're planting and right, that are being brought down, rained down from the gamma rays and the star systems and coming through me is esoteric, right? Knowledge, right? Gnosis. So it doesn't mean I don't know shit. I'm just allowing myself to be right. So, and I can only be, I can be, right? In the arms of me. Why? Right to the Grinch. Why, Santa? Why? Lucy, Cindy Lou Who says to Mr. Grinch, but why? Um, why ask why? Have you met Planet X? Don't get upset. X, X, X marks the spot. Balance, feminine divinity, right? It's like, so I'm chromosome X, X, Y, or X, X, X. Your RNA is that first X coming from the divine mother, right? Your roots come from that chromosome. So it's very dangerous to, right? And also that word again, that inoculation word. Please look that up. Look up the etymology of it, because it means that's grafting. That's what, right? So putting a foreign alien substance, and you can't beat a virus. You have to allow something to grow, transmute, or right. That's the divine mother talking to you. So that's like you're cutting off that branch, that divine branch of your tree by ignoring right? Adam cut part of his rib that represents DNA. The rib represents DNA. Adam cut out a part of his rib, so the X chromosome, and graft it. Now it's being inoculated. That's the same MCR-5, I believe it's called. So that's been reproduced in a little glass vessel, right? Well, so something that doesn't belong to, so again, like taking an egg or electron or anything and using it over and over. Well, that could be the definition of insanity, right? Doing something over and over and expecting a different result. I mean, from my studies, from what I'm aware, sure, people, okay, yeah, they're still walking around, but like robots under the same old story, same old song and dance, under the same books of Job, having a job, right? Passing around. Vaccine means cow. Moon. Money, 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 money. Come on. Rebel yell. So yeah, finding fun ways to play with words rather than allowing them to eat you up inside. And that could be your family. That could be your job. Wherever you have relationships, it doesn't mean cut it out. You don't just, right? But take time, allow time and space to go through some thoughts and feelings. Like, do I really like being here? Am I honoring my inner child and my own personal, right? My son, the son that I am of God. 412 isn't saying that's my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Nana. Clock's always right 2 times a day, right? Somewhere. Frequencies. What you say? See? All the things the eyes can see. And once we choose to deceive, what a tangled web we weave. Right? Or once we try to start a void, now we're build a brick in the wall, and then we look back and there's this big, huge wall, and we're like, they built a huge wall. Who built a wall? You did. Ding dong. The witch is dead. You're the only witch. You got to go through those bricks. Or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Piggy, piggy, piggies. All the way to the ground. And little piggies. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys and girls. Anyhow, can you tell? I'm a mom and I love kids. I love the children. So your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. Yeah, they're totally energy vampire suckers and live off of the misery loves company theory or stagnation nation. Lots of pacifying, lots of aloofness, right? Like, lots of willful ignorance, lots of bait and, what's that called? Bait and trap, whatever. Yakety yak, don't talk back. I don't get, I mean, they'll keep you there forever, right? Because that's what they do. So, yeah, being able to detach with love is very important, especially now because there's lots of dark dark. Again, look at the new. What do you see? I don't like to bring too much attention to that because it's a bunch of bullshit to me. Again, it's people believing false evidence appearing real just because storytellers are telling stories. Old Yeller, right? Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. The boy who cried wolf, constantly. So, right? Constantine, Confucius brings confusions and illusions and delusions and madness and dis-ease. So there's your virus right there. See? Yeah. Okay. So having love for self and allowing self to go through this process really is so important. I can't stress that enough. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. And the rest, it's like, here's a penny. All right, I'm an hour and a half in. I really only wanted to make like a really, really light, quick video, but I'm so happy that we did this. And I'm so happy that you're here with me. I'm so grateful for your time and space that you're spending with me, creating high vibrational energy for everything and everybody. Because as we do this, right, wax on, wax off, we do this, we're creating space. Wide open space. Clarity. Transformity rather than conformity, right? And open-mindedness creates balance because then we are able to see, have more perceptions, and then allow them to come, right? And just be one with the waters. So learning to kind of dance with the system, all your systems, rather than, right, fight them and get worried and all this other stuff that they'll carrying those energetics, right, bring us into lots of disarray, discomfort, right? And then we're running to look for help from other answers from other man paying for it and everything, and then getting upset that now we have something else and da da da. But did you take a look at what the reason, cause, and effect? If something manifested within your vessel, or there's a wait a minute, you got to do some further research, not just listen to the okie dokie and what's being passed around like the game of telephone. Right? Got a banana? So, right. So there's partial truth, but having more knowledge, right? Being a hunter and a gatherer. All right, I got this information. It was a little scary, made me a little unnerved. So now I gotta look into the metaphysics and the etymology. What's the vibration? Where did this come from? Originally, not where it's being grabbed and recycled to toss around as a repeat, right? Oh, read all about it, okay? Stay in this, stay over here in this globe. Whoa, no. We all have our own thoughts and feelings and dreams and art and state of being, right? So everyone's a child of God. You're part of this grand symphony. So play your instrument, right? Have fun, like dance around, jump around, do some push-ups, right? Like challenge yourself, have some fun, right? See what you can do. If you start thinking negatively and having, right, stinking thinking and having shitty feelings that are cropping up and, right, creating like yucky feelings, it's like, okay, do I need to go outside? Maybe someone else come in. There's something, right? So taking a look at being the doctor and connecting with divine spirit so that ancestors spirit and your body and your system can work through you for you. Okay, because you are your own star system, right? So there's so many things that make you who you are, and that changes in every moment in time. Look how much you've grown from when you were born as a physical being until this now moment. How much have you changed? And then how much have you also stayed the same, right? But you have to look inside to see how much you stayed the same. I have to see a picture of myself and be like, oh my gosh, I used to look so different, but I still look the same. Right? So we don't see how much we change until we see something to compare to, right? I gained a whole shit ton of weight at one point. I was like, I used to drink like a fish, and I gained weight after my three daughters. I have three daughters. After my daughters is when I blew up. So my body's morphed into so many different things. Um, and then my niece posts, like, this is like a few years ago, but it was like TT, look how fat you used to be, and look at you now. Like when I was working out. So like, leave it to your kid, like to not let you forget your most embarrassing moments. And they're like, look at how far you come, ha ha. I'm like, and that was a shitty time in my life, let me say. But yeah, I got through it. Right. So this too shall pass. Sassafras. Okay, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you, right? So we have to go through discernment, go through those things. So it's like, all right, well, that makes me feel, maybe I'm a little nervous. I'm afraid that they're not going to accept me. I'm afraid I won't get hired. So it's like, I'll just forget it. I don't know who to talk to. That's where I'm at right now. I don't know who I'm supposed to wear out with. It's like I have so many ideas, but I don't know where I'm looking. I'm like, I'm running around with I think I have a plug, but mostly I'm the receiver. So I don't know if I'm like, it's like I'm walking around in the dark, like waiting for the connection to occur. So like that flow, the ebb and flow, the income and the outcome, right? And again, right, the relationship card that I just had. Yeah, detoxing these, because this, it's like lots of love, but if it's not going to be in my greatest good and productive for me and my goals and my dreams, then I have to leave you with love, and then I'll be back, or I'll see, right? Like, but I can't just be like, oh, I feel bad, so then I have to stay. No fucking way. Because our guilt and our shame can get us like, and then we have regret, then we have remorse, then we're resentful, then we have all this other. That was exhausting, even having that thought. See, ugh. So we do it for an amount of time. We hold space, but sometimes, right? So when something can become or is toxic, and then right, kind of like Mary Poppins, you know, people go to the doctor. It's like, yeah, or you go get a massage. It's like we don't want to leave the massage table, or right, or my acupuncture table. Oh, I could lay there all day. And it'd be like, just let's do more therapy. you know. So yeah, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. We cast you out into the light of awareness. And you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. See? Because it's just the thoughts and the feelings that get all bumbled up, and it's like, right? Like gas, like when you have gas pain. So it's like, oh, right? Same thing. It's like lightning in a bottle just bouncing around, and then that's bouncing out all over around town. And then they're using it out there. That's like stock market, right? Save for stockings and Wall Street. We're the resources. So it's like, ah ha ha, because we're all busy running around here like, oh, la, 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 la. So they're like, oh, I got more money. I got more, because we're just spitting our resources out all over the place, like little volcanic, or like, right? Shooting shit out everywhere. And then I don't believe, da, da, da. So then when we don't have faith or believe, then we're like a walking around in like an empty shell. And then who's gonna move in? Rodents. other things that, right? You don't, right? You got to clean your house. So things don't sneak and creep in there. And then, right? So parasites too, like even just eating. So like eating meat or eating foods that, because it causes a parasitic condition in our body, and it does. And then those parasites, like if you eat a lot of sugar, processed food, etc., the body's so used to that, or like right, alcoholic, your body become physically addicted. So it's like, oh, I need that. So you unconsciously are going for that. And at first, your body will reject eating healthy. It'll be like, oh, that tastes gross, or da da da. It could be like, right, because we're so used to eating a different way. I used to be too, and I still do on occasion. I still do. I still eat certain things like that. Some, my um certain friends of mine don't eat or whatever. Everybody different, or everybody has different opinions, and I can't allow their, again, some are more woken or at different spots, not more woken, but right, woken in different areas than others. So to argue again about like once things start to come into like a headbutting situation, like where like we start to, now we're coming into like, it's like my way is the whatever, or da da da, or if you don't want to listen, it's like that kind of, it's like, okay, I hear, yeah. It's like just kind of, it's like then it's like right, picking and choosing our battles. Sometimes I still get caught up in it because the emotion, it's like, oh, like, but wait, I'm not, or I was saying, so I still get caught and tossed into the wrestling ring. But farther and fewer and farther between, um, that stuff occurs. And it definitely doesn't last long or stay long. If it does, I recognize it. And then check myself, check the situation, and I'm able to or like fail. That's either me. It's like, oh, it was me. I gotta handle that better. Because I was feeling some type of negative way, or I had some feelings going on that I let right control me and like make me think and feel something. So then I'm like, right. So if we have those kind of, right, which we all do, it's like, right. So having discernment and then knowing, right. And then if I'm unsure of something, I may not have all the answers right now. That's okay. I can just ask for more clarity. Right. And then breathe. Remember to breathe. Clear the energetic field. Really feel the breath come in through your crown, like third eye, like allow air to come up and out, right? Like the whale spout. And back in the body and down past the gut. Feel the heels of your feet. And then also, while you're pushing out, the bottom of your gut should get tight and almost feel like there's, hands pushing from the inside out. Allow the breath to go past the gut while you're breathing out. And have no doubt. Let's see. Realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts. And that's, yeah, what it's really about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, stick your left foot out. You stick your left foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Face your financial fears. I just read that one. Detox, moonlighting. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So yeah, like I was saying before, this was you could start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. So yeah, definitely play with the divine of the creator, right? The divine, right? Spirit wants you to create. That's the feminine. It's like, come play, come relax, little kids, come eat, come da da da, right? Come swim in the sea, come wiggle your toes in the grass, come, right? Chase a butterfly, don't hurt them, but right? So enjoying life, 1 hour and 44. minutes in, shut it off. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Yeah. Yeah. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. I know I read that, but I was just going to read it again. Words of abundance. I am love. You are love. We are love. Unconditional love. And that's really all there is. All you need is love. Ooh, 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 ooh. And when we come from I am love, I'm not coming from above or below, feeling less than or greater than. I'm coming from right here, true north, with no expectations other than I respect and love you, even if I don't know you, right? I respect and love. It's unconditional love. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you or anybody or anyone, right? So that's love. It hurts when I hear or have to, right, experience on another, like some other's pain. It's like, oh, so that's love, unconditional love without knowing person, right? So, and then if I become aware that I've been harming someone, right? So it's like, oh, well, I'd like to know that, so I'm not doing that. So I can work on myself to create more harmony with the environment that, right, is not in harmony or not in harmony with me, or I need to detach from said environment. Right? It's like sometimes we love our car. It's like, oh, we try everything, and that car just is like it's had it, and it's like, so we didn't want to get rid of it, but we had to. We had to let it go. so, so on that note, here let's pull an indigo. That indigo, I had the Hermetic deck out too. I think that's wanting to maybe show us a little. And I'm really gonna go. I gotta go shower and relax a little bit because this is a lot. Like after it's like being hyper like hyper speed. So this is great. Light codes, traveling speed of light, right? The internet represents our intergalactic, planetary, cosmic conversations that we're having on a regular basis. But some are, so it depends on what frequency you're more tuned into. If you're more tuned into the low, right? So, excuse me, but those are all also slowly and surely and like now going out of tune because like we're going farther away from that part of the right galaxy. So that isn't even going to be a where'd it go? My cards just really have a mind of their own. Yay. Well, I apologize when I owe an apology. I don't just walk around feeling and saying sorry. Right. So, but that's a good one. We can do a little, I don't know if I have my book right here. Yeah, it is. Let's read it. Right. Yeah, have an attitude of gratitude, acceptance, apologize when necessary. Let's see. Oh, here, let's do a little, before I do that, take a nice breath and we'll clear our energetic field. Just let all the stress go. You know, when I did that last time, it cut off the echo of the ring. Smart AI. So I don't know if the tuning bowl carried the sound for you, but the energy. I don't know if you felt the difference in the energy when I did that. It was funny after I did the first ding, my coffee pot went. Wanted to play music too. Okay, so the apologize card. And it's okay. A lot of people feel like this right now. So it's important to like go let these magnets connect with these magnets. We bow our heads. This is where the rainbow comes cosmically down through our crown into our heart and showers down into Mother Earth. And we're able to connect. And that's how we have, say, communion with, right, God, and allow, right, like confirmation, baptism, whatever needs to, right? This is how we connect. That's why I see a lot of people meditate and etc. It's like where this creates like a bow vortex, right? Coming into a point here to my throat chakra. Ooh, my throat chakra always get attacked, kind of like pyramid power that way. Interesting. Ooh, two compasses. Oh, interesting. Never saw it like that before. Happy we just experienced that together. That was a new one. I just saw the okay. What is that? Like yeah, the balancing system. So like the pyramid this way. So that yeah, this has been robbing the heart, throat, and mind's eye has been getting stolen from the crown, upside down, inverted. Man, whatever. Different directions. Yeah, tomatoes. Mine ain't rotten. This card asks you to take the high road in this situation and apologize to either the people involved, if applicable, or yourself for the things that have been bothering you. Your honesty and fiery indigo nature may inadvertently lead you to say things that might hurt others' feelings. Being a warrior of God, a spiritual warrior, yeah, it's like that's like how things just come up and through me, right? So, things come, truth comes out, right? And or we make questions and people then are like all offended. So, or yeah, we may say things at certain times, or we see things and we're like, why would you do that? Like, right, or we can have a right because it can again hurt us or make us feel right, like so intense. Um, so I agree with that absolutely. My mom is totally an indigo. Saying that you're sorry is one of the best ways to let the pressure off yourself and diffuse tension. I don't mean, right? So the words we use, vibration creates form, right? So when, right? So before the zzz of the electricity, that's form. Um, um, Before that is formless with the in the void, the magnet. So the word apologize, just it creates a lot more of a well-rounded molecular structure, right, within the spinning atom, then like I'm sorry is a little bit of more of like a feeling less than, right? So apologize. If I say I apologize, it's 440s. I'm saying it. It's like I took the time and allowed space and time to right give me more clarity and go through discernment. And I'm taking a look at that and I acknowledge that I owe an apology. That's different than asking somebody to forgive you because you feel sorry. You want somebody to make you feel better, right? So just be careful. I mean, it's not like, oh, so bad to say, but right, just to again be more consciously aware of the things that go flying out of our mouths unconsciously, or that we don't really have awareness of, right? That little, again, right? It's like your car cannot work just from one little thing, a little tweak, a little tweaker. Damn blue colored tweakers, they be running their damn town. Fair now. Ayo. Primus song. Okay. Saying that, okay, saying that you apologize, or if you have to say sorry, is one of the best ways, because sometimes we do have to like really ask for forgiveness. Some, it's like, dude, I'm fucking sorry. Like it's like we may owe a sorry. So if you owe that, then yeah. But just go through, take the time and allow space and time, right? Father time, and creates space. That's why, right? One father and then the created the other. You allow father time to, right? Allow time to create space to see where you're at. Where it's at. Can you remember that? Loving is what I got. Okay. Saying you're sorry is one of the best ways to let the pressure off yourself and diffuse tension, even if you perceive that you've done nothing wrong. The angels ask you to apologize in general for any disappointment or frustration that arose. So, that's so like, great. So, absolutely. So, it's like, I apologize if I have engaged in any, right, energetic, any that has caused disruption or harm to another individual or group or more, person, place, or thing, seen or unseen, in any, right, realm or dimension or etc., whether visioned or unvisioned or etc. So any person, place, or thing, something and no thing. So I can absolutely just ask for forgiveness and say, I apologize. And if I've caused harm, please forgive me. And I love you. Thank you. So that's it in general. Be sure to have an honest discussion with yourself or the other person about the underlying feelings, underlying, understanding, can't see, under the skin, under, that's different. So you have the underlying feelings that led to the conflict, right? The dis-ease, the virus, the pain and suffering, the problem. So this is how we get to the point and find a solution rather than trying to avoid it and get ourselves a shot either in any way. That word in any sense. Think of the first three things I think of is a shot of alcohol, a gunshot, or a freaking shot that's alien to my body that I don't know what the fuck that is. When I have so many abilities to be able to heal myself, I would much rather search for, right, my own true, like, where I'm healthy and happy, healthy and feel okay, rather than walking around with the feeling of lack and worry and fear, false evidence appearing real. So then I'm running around pointing and dictating to everybody else what to do because I've decided to fuck everything and run, kind of thing. Acronyms for fear. FEAR. It's like, I use it a lot because it's true. We don't want to get stuck in that trap. No more. Whoa. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Just means you didn't do your work. Where are you coming from? You definitely didn't do your work. If you're running around with an actual gun in your hand, it's like, it's like, but then you want answers, right? The answers are inside you. You know what to do. Where do you owe an apology? I get it from my mama. Oh, I got lots of them. I got lots of mamas. Not the mama. I want to be the baby. All right. The angels certainly don't want you to cover up your true emotions. That's not a good thing to bury. Know that while you're saying you apologize or that you're sorry, may not be easy or even seem fair. And absolutely, because sometimes it's like you owe an apology and it's like, what? But if we didn't go through that discernment and we haven't looked at the other side, and then we also didn't, this is where we get really big and it can be it's like um it's like, well, wait a minute, where are we being maybe passive aggressive or allowing because we're afraid of change, or we're afraid if we say no they're going to be mad, if we're afraid if we leave then what are they going to do, if we right honor our own then it's going to change and then we're going to mess all this stuff up. So it's like we don't want to just, so again, right, taking others, again, taking things into consideration. So finding the most graceful possible solution for the situation I'm in so that I can be happy, and puffy, healthy, happy, and abundant in all forms, because my health is my wealth. And if I don't have that, I have nothing else. But in order to get there, it's like, right, we've been living like a certain way for a long time. So the detox thing, right? I'm not going to try to find the card again, but right, eating detoxfully, um, eating clean, thinking clean, right? That's part of it. Try to stop, start drinking water with lemon. Okay. I'm going to actually challenge you all. I'm going to finish reading a sentence and I'm going to give you a little challenge to do at the end of this video. And I'm going to have more of that. Challenge you to a duel, you and me in the sea. So yeah, angels, yeah, God divine does not want you to cover up your emotions. Nobody does. It's not good. Then we're lying. Yeah, how are you? Fine. Again, wearing masks. Well, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Oh, good. Let's talk about the weather. Right? Oh, let's talk about the virus. They gave us something else to talk about. Did you hear, Becky? Oh my God, Bobby. Right? Whatever. Like, yo, who you guys are the virus. Run around like freaking rabbit ant. It's like, what is that? None of you have gone through the process of allowing time and space so that you have a clean able thinking capacity, that this mental faculty is like as like there's smoke. That's a pollution system. Wondering why we got, right? So if your factory is operating that way, you want me to listen to you, and it's like, I'm listening. I respect you. However, I don't have to listen to that. That's poison to me. You didn't do your work. So you didn't go through the process so now you want me to drink your poison. And now you're telling me I need to have a shot too. It's like, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. You were out of your mind when you're saying those things. So wait a minute. You're directing a lot of people. You just directed a lot of people to go out of their minds for no apparent reason other than because you misinterpreted the information. So now we really got a fucked up nation. That's all I'm going to say, right? I'm not judging or anything. It's like, fine, but that's why everything's reversible. Music, music. I got the music. So literally, we're able to clear our bodies. So even if you, right, like, don't freak out if you're like, because there's so many different things being thrown out that we could fear right now. So don't allow the false evidence appearing real. And you don't have to believe what I'm saying either. It's not about believing me. It's about doing your own research for your specific, right? Your specifics, right? If I draw a figure, that's fig number 1. If I draw something else on a graph sheet and I'm making a drawing, that'd be fig number 2, right? Who saw who under the fig tree? Jesus saw who under the fig tree? I was just listening to something, one of those. And I was like, I saw you under the fig tree, but there's always more. It's like, right, because that's like second thought, and you're like sitting there waiting for like the big one to come, like Lotto, a gambling problem. Again, no, there's so many beings here that have an addiction and that are codependent and, very, very emotionally immature, which causes mental disease, behavioral conditions. And those are the people that are running our, right, said world. But I thought there was a man that sold the world. And the world consists of all our thoughts and feelings. You can't grab them, they're unattainable. So how can you buy them and sell them? And that's a lot different than the earth I walk on with my feet, or the land that I own that's in my body, that my vessels run through, and that are connected deeply into the roots of this earth that I walk upon, and right, and then the resources that are, so all those, yeah, that's why there's no more bets and gambling, right, in my father's house. What I kept saying about flipping, oh, that's why I flipper, more dolphin funny, huh? We're flipping the tables. Anybody got a coin? Heads or tails? Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Know that while you're saying sorry, all right, sorry, I guess I owe an apology before I even knew it. They knew it before I did. I'm like, they keep flipping me from one side to another, flipping me over. Oh my gosh, saying one thing and then it's, see how that all. So a lot of time we have to wait for things to come into clarity. I'm so hungry and tired right now. Oh my God. All right. And then the picture comes clear. That's what I was about to say. So yeah, right. It's like that's metaphysics and quantum mechanics. So it's like just wait for it, because it's like because it's like, right, there's an arm, or like there's a foot over there, and then there's like a butt cheek, and like wait, there's a forehead, and it's like that could be scary. But then after we see the whole thing, it's like, oh, it's just my friend. So don't get all caught up in the net, in the fisherman's net of fear, my dears. You wiser anyhow. Attracting, not chasing. And I'm still finishing this apologize. All right. Okay, so know that while you're saying you're sorry, it may not be easy or even seem fair. In this situation, it's being asked of you because it serves a higher purpose. I can't take it. Can you dig it? This is a lesson for you to put aside your pride and do something for the greater good. Woo, woo, I apologize. Right? My name is Sarah. Sorry. It's like I grew up. Sorry. Everybody would be like, stop saying you're sorry. And I'd be like, sorry. I don't do that anymore. But I did used to. And then once I became, right, consciously aware of it, it was hard for me to stop doing that. But and again, eventually I noticed, I was like, oh, I don't say I'm sorry anymore. I used to say that all the time. Right? Karmic debt. So I do apologize, because I think I may have, it's like, I don't know. All I know is we're all here now. Who's here? We're here. Like, I'm here. I don't have awareness of again, right? It's like things come up and through as they do. So as I go through, again, it's like it's so blind. And just looking like a freaking nut all the time. But at the same time, having a lot of clarity and having a lot of fun with it too. And a lot of scary moments and a lot of very hard moments, a lot of very, like again, we wouldn't know joy if we didn't know and pain. Sunshine and rain. Anybody remember that song? I bet you do. Okay. Attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way, right? So, because yeah, push is that when push becomes shove because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, the love vibe, because we the love tribe. Nanu, nanu. Um, Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. And on that note, pretty please like, share, subscribe. And yeah, please share because that's how we keep it moving. And you know what? Inner, outer, upside, all around. Who's that? Brown. I know I sang their words wrong, but I was um remember Alice from under wasn't out from Wonderland, that the one of the newer movies, and she didn't have a word name. 2 hours and 12 minutes as I said. What's her name? I freaking love that movie. I'm gonna have to watch that. Alice from Umberland, from Underland, Umberland, under Amber, Amber. All right. Namaste. Come back another day or night or whenever the time feels right. Be blessed and forget the rest and just allow it to transmute into free energy and be the harmonious, divine, multi-dimensional, awesome spiritual warrior in that human body that you are, because you are a star. One love. Peace out.